of football is that that our coaches and our players are very accessible to the press. We want you guys, we invite you guys to come in our locker room prior to games. You might want to give us 10 or 15 minutes before kickoff. And then after games, we want you guys around. We want you to have access to our players. So feel free to make yourself at home with us. We appreciate the press that we have gotten from you people so far, and without you guys, we don't have a chance of making it. So we really want to thank you for that. The Duluth Lumberjacks, 3 weeks ago, we've been on staff for about 3 or 4 weeks. We really needed to be here about 8 or 9 months ago getting this thing set up. It didn't work out that way. We've just been hired in the last, like I said, 3 to 4 weeks. So it's been amazing the progress that we've made. At the same time, we really feel like we need more time that we don't have. We're doing the best job that we can, and so far it's really been, it's gone very smooth, and we've had great support from the local businesses. We need more support from them, and we just hope that the fans will come out and give us a chance today. Today's a free situation where they can come out and see what indoor football is all about, and hopefully they'll come back on Friday and buy a ticket and decide that this is really a fun game to watch. What we'll do next is I'll introduce the coaches, and then Ralph is going to explain a little bit about the differences in the rules and how we play this game, so that you guys will be better educated on how the game goes. And then we'll open it up to questions for the team and for the coaches. Our head coach is Ralph Young, and he'll address you in a minute. Our offensive and defensive line coach is Steve Crenshaw. Also, if anybody's got the mafia or anybody after him, great bodyguard. Yeah. And then our offensive coordinator, player personnel director is Willis Jaycox. So we'll give it to Ralph here, and he can kind of get you up to speed on some of the rule differences.
Thank you all for coming. The Indoor Football League, for all of us here, finally you can see kind of what it's like on the field. What's the differences between 11-man football and 8-man football and indoor football? Well, one is the field size. This is 50 by 28, 50 yards long by 28 yards wide. There is a difference between the 100 yards and the 52, so there is a little difference there, and you can see it. But now, since you're on the field, it gives you a little bit more of a conception of what it actually looks like. We have 8 men on a side, and very rare do the kids play both ways. They're usually offense or defensive specialists. We'll dress 21 players per game, an active roster of 25. Where in the 11-man game, there's only 1 man in motion. We have 3 men in motion at one time. Very similar to the Canadian League. The scoring is the same with the exception of the 1 point. The 1 point rouge is kind of taken from the Canadian League again, where all the kicks, whether they're a field goal or a kickoff, have got to be returned from the end zone. And that makes it 2. We don't have punting. You can see it's not high enough to punt. So when it's punting time on 4th down, we attempt a field goal, and that field goal can be returned. Other than that, it's pretty much the same football we've seen at either the high school or at UMD or whatnot. Other than that, the rules are pretty much identical.
Is your roster set, Ralph? You still looking for?
Oh yeah. Time from kickoff to the end of the game usually is around 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's a very fast pace, so it's not going to be a 3-yard and cloud of dust. High scoring, You know, a typical collegiate game is a 20-point game where we're talking a lot of games will be 100 points scored between both teams. So if you're looking for high-paced action and throwing the ball quite a bit, does the running game exist? Somewhat. Somewhat. Not a great deal of runs from the line of scrimmage. There will be some, but not many. Other than that, the kicking game is a very big portion of this. You can see that we're in an advantage here in the deck. They've got the scoreboard up top out, so it gives us a little bit more height to be able to kick. But in most arenas, that is there. We've got to kind of kick around it. So that's an obstacle that we've got to overcome. Other than that, we can later on open it up to you all for questions concerning rules that you may have a question about. You want to know? Somebody wanted to know if our roster was set.
I mean, are you guys set with the
Well, we have to be down by 25 midweek. So it's not set yet.
And where are you at right now?
We're at 30 right now.
I think too, along those lines, is you always try to get better. If a player comes around, or if we find about a player, that's a situation where we can always add a player. Unfortunately, in this business, when you do that, a player has to go. But that's the nature of the game. So we will continue throughout the year to get better and do everything we can in that area to make that happen.
When you have a new game like this, is there maybe a little tendency or maybe a little pressure to maybe try to get maybe people that are more from the local area and maybe try to spark some added interest? Does that all ever play a factor?
Well, we do have players on the roster from the local area. The majority of the roster is from the Twin City area. That can change. That can change. If a young man shows up and we work him out and he's possibly better or can help our team, we're certainly not going to turn him down.
And I'll just say on that too, I don't think there would ever be a situation that we would keep a local kid just because he's a local kid, because that's what gets you beat. We're in a very fortunate situation in that we do have some local players that are very good players, and they've made this team outright, not based on geography. So we're very fortunate in that way that we have 5 or 6 players that are going to make this team that are from this area. Any other?
Can you talk a little bit about some of the special challenges? I mean, obviously you got a new team here, but you're also bringing a whole new game. I mean, to help get the fans interested. I mean, is there any special emotions or ideas throughout the game or throughout the week that you're looking at or considering? Anything that you can talk about?
Yeah, that's obviously when you have a new game like this, and that's why we've opened it up today. The biggest thing is to let the fans see what it's about. It's hard to conceive what football on a hockey rink is about until you actually see it. Once you see it, you know, your thought is it works. Somehow it works. The other thing that we've got to do is that we know the true blood football fan is going to be here on Friday nights because it's a great game to watch. You're right on top of the action. You can see everything happen in front of you. What we've also got to do is we've got to get those wives involved. We've got to get kids involved. We got to get young people involved that may not be true football fans. So that's where there will be some things going around the game, that some entertainment that other people can come to the games and enjoy, and also have a football game going on. So a lot of promotions, a lot of other things around the game.
Where's the turf from?
The turf.
Oh, the turf. No, the turf came from the University of Nebraska, We purchased turf from Vanderbilt, Nebraska, and the Hoosier Dome, and we split it up in the league.
Yeah, why don't you? Steve's got something he wants to. We get it.
Okay. Well, one thing that we got to point out is that it's a fan-based game also. One thing that you see in professional sports is the athletes are not accessible to the everyday fan, and you have to line up outside and hopefully maybe that you'll get their attention. In this game, after the game, fans are invited on the field. The players are going to sign autographs as long as the fans want them. We really want the kids to come down and feel how the turf feels a little bit, sign the autographs, or get done with the autograph session, and we have after game parties at different establishments where people can come out and meet the players. Every one of these players has a day job. They're not making $1 million, so they're just like anyone else. They just might have a little bit more athleticism, maybe play a little college football, but they are very accessible. They all have wife and kids and families, and they go home to that every day, just like anyone else does. It's kind of like a blue-collar football game is basically what it is.
The other thing that we'll have, like Shaw is talking about, is we will have a free clinic starting every home game at 4:30 for any kid that wants to show up from 4:30 to 5:30. Our coaches will be available, our players will be available, and that's just something that we feel like we have two things to sell. We have the game to sell, and we have our players to sell. And like Coach Shaw is talking about, our players all have jobs. They're working in the communities. They're great role models. And what we want to do is use them as much as we can to get to some of these kids and to spend some time with them. Any questions for the players, or you want to just break up with them individually, or whatever you guys want to do is good with us. Again, we'll be around here if you got more questions. Again, we appreciate you guys coming out, and we hope that you'll be out here Friday. I know there's, us that live in Minneapolis, all we've been reading about for the last couple of weeks is the media game that starts at 5:30 on Friday. We'll be out here to see you guys participate in that, and
They got a kicker. They got a kicker.
we may have a question or two for you guys after that. So good luck, and thanks again for coming.
All right. Chad, obviously you're excited to be playing, to be part of this thing, I would imagine. You got the Lumberjacks logo there and everything, and what's it like?
Well, it's pretty exciting, actually. I'm glad I got the opportunity to come out, and the coaches had that tryout a few weeks ago, and everything worked out really well, and I got invited back to camp, and it's a different game, obviously, than playing college football. I mean, the area's a lot smaller and so on, but the coach has really been helping me out and helping me adjust to my routes and running with the ball and so on. And this scrimmage really is going to tell a lot about how our team will be, and I think a lot of the guys, a lot of guys played with the Gophers and some other Division I schools, and it's exciting.
Well, I mean, they talked about how you still have professional jobs and families and whatnot, and obviously, you got a lot of commitments there at Carleton with your track football. Are you involved with the track program too?
Yeah, and me and another guy are the head coaches in track. We co-coach that, so I basically go to work, I coach, and then I go to football practice, and then I go home and sleep, and then do it all over again. So, but like last week, we had practice Wednesday night down the cities. Got home about midnight, had to get up and teach, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. It's great.
What are the football players at school thinking?
Well, they're always asking me, "Did you make it yet? Did you make it?" And I'm like, "Well, things are going well. Things are going real well, and it's
pretty weird. You know, we had the basketball team that went to state and did real well this year, and the bad guys in the basketball team played at the football team, and they were excited for me as well, and it was a real neat atmosphere. You know, being at a small school like that, everyone's kind of interested in how I'm doing and so on. So.
First game, what are you expecting from it? I mean, it's going to be new to the fans and the media, but as a player, what do you think?
I don't know. I hear a lot of people talking, you know, that they're going to be going to the games. A lot of my friends and family and some other local kids. Everyone seems pretty excited about the Duluth Lumberjacks, and as well they should be. I think, you know, they should be able to fill this place up, and they'll be in for a great spectacle of football, I think.
Well, thanks, Chad.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
You too.
Yep. Appreciate your time.
Great.
Ready there, Wendy?
I'm rolling.
Bob, this is, I mean, pro football is not new to you, but imagine you have to dust off and, you know, remember how to do it all, and tell the body that remember how to do it all.
Yeah, that, and there's definitely been some aches and pains that I've had to work through, but now we've been at it for a week now, and things are getting better. I've had to ice down quite a bit. Things are coming back. I've used some muscles that I haven't used in a long time. It's a lot of fun, it really is. Just the opportunity to play again.
They talked a lot about, you know, the commitment that you have not only to your family, but, you know, jobs and, you know, coaching and things like that. And you're one of those guys that are juggling a lot right now, I imagine. Right?
Sure, yeah. And fortunately, my family has been wonderful, very supportive. And the school district I work in Maple, they've been very supportive also. There's not really a lot of conflicts. I can be practicing in the evening and weekends and stuff like that. But I've got a lot of support from all those people.
So what's this offense like? I mean, you only got 8 guys out there. I know you played in arena ball, so you're used to, you know, not playing that 11-man game anymore. But of the 8 guys, who's eligible? I mean, do you have
we've got 4 people that are eligible. There's 3 receivers and a running back, but that depends on what formation we're in. 3 guys can go in motion at one time, so that's something new. You know, that wasn't even arena football was the rule. So it is a new game. It takes some getting used to, getting back into it. Everything happens a lot quicker. Your decisions have to come a lot quicker. But it's exciting. It really is. I think if we get people here to see what it's all about, they're going to come back.
Obviously, at this point, everybody's still learning the offense, I would imagine.
Sure.
You know, you're finding that out, and you're not working every day. I mean, that's got to be another thing. You know, you're used to coaching. You know, as a high school coach, boom, you're going to meet these guys every day. You're going to work on things, blah, blah, blah. And it's a little different circumstances. Because, you know, sometimes we practice in the city, sometimes we don't practice at all. And so when you're trying to learn an offense, I imagine that's so tough.
It actually is a pretty basic offense. And fortunately, we've got a lot of guys that do have experience in this type of indoor football. I can say this without a doubt. We've got the best coaching staff in this league. They've all got arena football experience. Personally, my coach, John Cota, they don't come any better than that. He's worked at BYU, and he's been all over the place, and he's an excellent coach. Willis Jaycox, the same thing. Coach Young, Coach Crenshaw, they're just an excellent staff. So that helps. It is a pretty basic offense, and they really just teach us the finer points of the basics. So the 3 or 4 times we do get together during the week, having coaches like that helps. It's really helped us along the way.
What do you know about your opponent Friday?
Very little. I asked Coach Young that on the way home last night from the cities, and he said that they're going to put a good squad on the field. They're going to be a little bit older than us, you know, their average age, but they've got a lot of experience. Some of them came from the CFL, some of them played in the Arena Football League, so they're going to be. The game's not going to be new to them. They just have to do the same thing I did, just work the rust out a little bit, and get rid of those aches and pains, and do the same thing.
Well, thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Tom. You can stick around for the scrimmage today?
Oh, yeah. 4 times there. Okay. So Doug did talk to you?
So Doug Sutherland called. Well, he didn't call. I saw him up in Vince Revich's office, and he says, you know, they only practice twice a week. Because these guys got to have jobs. They got to be able to, you know, support their families a lot more. And all of a sudden the wheels were turning. I was like, yeah, I could play football. You know, maybe just one more season. And I started kicking with Jason Johnson, catching balls for me, and everything came back really fast. Knees holding up just fine. Everything's good as new. And so and here we are.
Did you want to read white balance now? Okay. I don't know if you have white or just get off
Yeah,
the table.
I got a white.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
What would you like to take out of this year, other than, I imagine, staying healthy and winning? I mean, what's your goal this year?
Healthy, winning, and somewhat personal redemption. I was not impressed with myself my last season at UD. I thought I was kicking better than I ever had before, and I just didn't get a chance to prove it. And maybe here, it's a little bit more of a challenge. The crowd's right on top of you, the pressure from the coaches, a little different pressure than I'm used to. Just want to finally come out and perform, do my job.
What do you think of this team? I know it's still early and you're still piecing guys together and you're still looking things at, but you've got a chance to see the team more than I.
Yeah. Well, I've never really known much about the rest of the game, but the only thing I can really see here is it's just speed. I've seen, just from Duluth and the players and the teams we've played, I've never seen people with hands like these. These guys catch anything anywhere near them, and it's awesome. I mean, it's just a whole different game. I mean, I've been used to slow, slam it up the middle football for, believe it or not, 6 years, and now it's like, you sit back and you go, wow. I mean, how can that guy throw a ball that hard? How can that guy catch that ball? This is a whole different game.
Try to take your job away from you today. You handled it well. What tips do you have for me here, Alex? The follow through, you think?
Follow through. You can stand to go to Kickers camp this summer, River Falls.
Stick with my day job.
Stick with your day job. Well, you can do this and play and do your day job. So it's just Friday night. You have to quick do your interviews, and then after you get done with the game, run back to the studio. Right?
Well, it was fun. I mean, tell us again your magical shoe. I'm still fascinated by your.
Yeah, my magical shoe. Well, I'm a firm believer in white shoes. White shoes make you better, make you faster. People don't agree with that, but I believe it. And I've always been able to get black shoes, obviously black soccer shoes. And I'm at Kickers camp one year. Greg Davis is there. He used to kick for the Vikings. And he's got a pair of white shoes like the ones I have. They're black. And he says, why are you still wearing those black shoes? And I said, well, they don't make those white shoes in the U.S. He's like, well, I know a guy at Adidas. And I said, well, you think you could get me a pair? And he slips out of his shoe. He says, here, try this one. So I tried it. Fits like a glove. Slips out of the other one. Says, here, keep it. No problem. So that's how I got the magic shoes, and I've been wearing them ever since.
Oh, straight from the NFL.
Yeah, the shoe goose holding them together right now, but they do the job.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hey.
Thanks for all your fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
We're
third down and 5 for the Lumberjacks.
Offensive pass interference on 81 on the offense.
Patterson, offensive pass interference on Patterson. Incomplete pass. Timeout on the field. Officials timeout. Picking hot dogs for a buck and 3 Coke and 3 old mashed potato chips. Joe Jones picks up the first down. Just also Brothers provides a quick meal for the Lumberjacks. After the game for the post-game party with the Lumberjacks. We'll see you at Brown's in Canal Park. Since it hit the ceiling, will be placed at the 25-yard line. Obviously, got the Onside, number 65 for the Madison Mad Dogs. 3rd down and 2 for Lumberjacks. JoJo Justice with a reception and the 1st down. 1st and goal for the Lumberjacks.
We are rolling on the offense, number 61. 6-yard penalty.
Still 1st down and goal to go for the Lumberjacks. Incomplete pass, 2nd and goal for the number 23. Incomplete. 4th down, goal to go. I changed my mind. This girl's coming. Great ball, bye. Kisses, baby. So kind. Swear that you're mine. Come on, baby. That turns the ball over to Madison Mad Dogs. 1st and 10. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure it is music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It's cool on 1.7. Proud sponsors of the Duluth Lumberjacks.
Well, first off, JoJo, they seem to be, keying on you specifically. You've been putting up the numbers for this team. What have you noticed about teams playing you lately?
Well, they starting to double a little bit, and we just got to make the adjustments offensively. This is a team sport. We got to come together offensively and defensively, and just come out with some wins. It's some hard times right now. We keep practicing, and hopefully we come out with some couple of wins this season.
What do you think about those guys not kicking to you?
Not kicking to me? Well, I mean, coaches, obviously, they do a lot of scouting, and not kicking to me, there's nothing I can do about it. Just keep playing each game, and hopefully they kick to me. So.
Well, you guys got Peoria next week. You've already played them once. They're undefeated, but they're going to be coming here. You know, what do you guys, after playing them once, what do you guys know about them that might be able to help you next week?
They're a great offensive and defensive team. We got to come together, practice hard next week, and hopefully we can come out and just change things around and hopefully come out with a win.
How hard has it been the way this season started out? You guys took the first game, and then that's been it.
We started off well. Came at it's hard times right now, and we just got to work hard. We got to come out, show a little heart. We come together as a team, and man, we got to get some wins.
First off, why don't you just tell me, they really had the run kind of blocked up today, but you guys had to give them different looks. Tell me how things went for you.
For me?
Yeah.
It's my first, I've been here like 3 days, and it's the first time I played arena football, so short field. A lot of people running around. Yeah, they had to, only got to run a couple plays, but I don't know, I didn't get to run the ball that much. It was pretty fun. It's a tight field, so not a whole lot of room to run.
Now, where do you come from, and how did you end up here in the IFL?
Come from Jacksonville, Illinois. It's McMurray College, Division III school, 30 miles outside of Springfield. Played against Coach Young this year in football. Came here, I waited after the draft and came here, tried to get some film and stuff. Nowhere else, nobody else wanted me, not from a small school.
No, what's your name again?
Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee?
Yeah, kind of got thrown in at linebacker.
Okay.
Hadn't played there in about 6 years.
All right. First off, tell me how you got this job. What did you have to do, or did they seek you out?
Basically, they sought us out, see if we were interested in doing working the games for them. We've had, I think they contacted Scott Hanna from UMD, who was the assistant football coach, and he got in contact with us to work the games.
What is the biggest differences? What are the biggest challenges of doing this game versus the normal 100-yard field regular rules game?
It is a shorter field. The penalties are different. Basically, we still have the holding and the clipping in the basic game. There's some other rules changes there that are more geared for the offense as far as that goes.
Step that way. Thanks. What's it like working with these guys? I mean, these are guys who've gone through the college ranks. Most of them, they played, some pro on some level. What's it like out there with these guys? A little faster?
Oh, it's a lot faster. Much bigger. You get the 300, 325 pounders out there, and we're in a kind of contained area here, and so it's you got to watch out for yourself.
Are they a lot of fun to work with? Are they good guys?
Yes, they're good guys to work with. Might give you a little flack here and there, but basically pretty good guys, real good guys.
Basically, the crowds here in Duluth, usually a quieter crowd, not as vocal and abusive as they could be elsewhere. But sometimes you don't necessarily get to call the favorable call out there, and you go against a full arena, and it gets pretty loud in here. How do you deal with that?
Basically, you just try to focus in on the game, concentrate, and make what you see, and make the correct call, and apply the rules. Sometimes they might not agree with you, but that's those are fans.
When you deal with basically looking at your schedule, you're keeping pretty busy. You're doing baseball, softball, football. Anything else that I'm missing there?
I also referee hockey during the winter. I have a little break between hockey and baseball, but it's pretty busy. But it's a lot of fun. It's always fun being out on the field.
So now that you got the IFL's got another half the season to go here, another 6 weeks, and then the Dukes are starting up here soon. You're going to be doing that. What is this going to do? Are you ever going to see home again?
Well, I'm home. I get there every once in a while, but basically scheduled for right now 9 out of the 14 home series with the Dukes. So And every once in a while, I work on the road too with the other teams. I did in St. Paul. I used to go up to Thunder Bay.
Okay. Well, Bob, another tough game here at home. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what they did against you guys tonight?
You know, I don't think that they outplayed us. They are obviously a very good team, but we once again just made far too many mistakes. The defense held us in the game as long as they could, and we just couldn't get anything going offensively.
You guys have Peoria next week. That's going to be a tough game. They're undefeated, but you've gotten to look at them. You know what to expect. What kind of adjustments do you guys expect to make in contrast to the first game?
You know, they're not an unbeatable team. They are a very solid team. What it's going to take on our part is just a mistake-free game. And, you know, that's killed us the last 5 games. We've been in every ball game. This was probably the worst game that we've played as a team. And you know, other than our defense early in the game, they really played tough. You know, so I think if we play as well as we did last week and the week against Lincoln and eliminate the mistakes, I think we can beat them.
Okay. Well, this is the only way to do it. You want to hold that? That's cool. Well, first off, just tell me about what happened tonight. You know, what was the difference?
We lost the game up front. We've lost the game up front a number of weeks in a row. Our offensive and defensive line is just not playing well enough to execute. We've got some kids on the horizon. We've got some people here that are improving. It's just not blending right now. But you know, as weeks go by, some kids get back and get healthy, and some other kids come in and replace them that are down. And right now, you know, we're playing with kind of a first aid, band-aid type team, and we're a couple of weeks or a week away from putting the team together that's healthy.
Tell me about Peoria. You guys have gotten to look at them once already.
They have probably the quickest and the best defensive ends in the league. Their nose guard is extremely powerful. They have a complete team. Speed on the perimeter. Quarterback doesn't make bad decisions. Defensive back they play man coverage very well. And all in all, they're a tremendous team in the IFL. And as far as I'm concerned, they're the best team. And we look forward to the challenge tonight. We didn't look well at times, and at times we did. And that inconsistency has been killing us for the last 4 weeks. That's something we've got to get together. It's going to take a little bit more practice time, a little bit more work on our players' behalf. They're willing to do it. So we'll come out with a stronger avenue, stronger idea next week against Peoria. We know we will.
Just a question on the fans. You know, they didn't really show up in a lot of great numbers tonight. Part of that due to the fishing opener. But what do you have to say to the fans to keep them coming? I mean, it's a really good game and it really sells itself. But when the team has lost, what do you have to say to the fans? You know, possibly.
Well, as a fan, we all are fans. The key factor is, you know, you have to have the 9th person, and we have an 8-man game. We need the 9th person. 9th person are your fans. Fans make a difference. And tonight, for the fans that came, we really appreciate their support. Hopefully next week we can fill the deck, and show the support from the Twin Ports for the young guys. These guys are working hard. This is a tough game. It's a physical game. And it's fun to come and watch. There's a lot of people out there in the viewing land that's not seen this yet. We welcome you to come and enjoy the festivities. Welcome you to come and enjoy Canal Park. Enjoy the whole area. Make a night of it and support the Lumberjacks next week against Peoria.
All right.
Well, Jeff, first of all, you ready for this?
Physically, I don't think so, not quite yet. I need to get in a little better shape. I haven't been doing much the last couple months, but hopefully I can pull it together in a couple days here and see what happens on Friday.
So, how do you end up here with your first workout for the Jacks?
I'm not real sure. I came home from student teaching one day, and there's a message call to Vince Repish, and I guess Coach Young had called looking for a couple of guys, and actually Doug Sutherland referred us to Coach Young, and then a few more phone calls, and we ended up down in Augsburg yesterday practicing at 7 o'clock.
So how are things going so far? What do you think of the game? What are the biggest differences that you've seen?
Speed and size mostly. All the guys are all good athletes, fast. for this size, they can move pretty well. I'm not quite used to that yet, playing at the Division II level. This is a professional level, and it's a lot quicker.
What do you think of Coach Ralph Young in the short time that you've had the time to meet him and learn his philosophies? What do you think about him?
He's a very intense coach. Speaks his mind. You know, if you don't do the job, he'll find someone that will. That's comes with the business. You know, it's not like school anymore where you get sent to the sidelines. Now you get sent out and they'll send somebody in. He's a good motivator. He's good to the players from what I've seen, and hopefully I'll be around a few more weeks to find out some more.
So what are your expectations here? You know, the first game is coming up here on Friday against the top team in the league. You're dealing with a whole different element here, going from college to the pro sport. Just what are your top of your mind expectations?
I'm wondering if I'm gonna be able to play. You know, I've watched a few games and it's a lot faster, and I don't know if I'm at the game speed yet where I need to be. Peoria's got a good team. It sounds like they've won a lot of games, and they beat us once earlier this year, so I think we're due for victory, and I think we should do fairly well. The team's in pretty good spirit from the guys that I've met so far, and we'll see how practice goes tomorrow.
So what do you think of the team? What do you think of these guys you're going to be playing with?
They're pretty decent guys, it seems like. You know, a lot of them live down the cities, so you won't see them much except for game days and practices. But they're all good athletes. They're all pretty decent guys from what I've seen.
You excited to be playing here in Duluth? Normally the Bulldog hockey team is here at the deck, but now you get a chance to take to the deck floor, and you excited about that, about the fans?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. Hopefully there'll be a lot of people to show up, and I'm excited to the opportunity to maybe play a couple downs and see how it goes.
All right. Thanks, Jeff. All right. Well, okay. There's a guy from Cherry, Minnesota. Played his football, high school football in Cherry. Played college at UMD. Did you ever expect to be playing in the indoor football league?
Not really. Not after last season. I figured I'd be done on the turf, but I welcome this chance to play indoor football, and we'll see how it goes.
What are you expecting?
I'm not sure right now. I'm just gonna go out there and give it a good shot, and get another chance to play in front of some Duluth people again and have a good time.
So you've met the coach, you've talked to him a couple times, you've worked out with him yesterday. What are your impressions of Ralph Young?
Well, he's definitely different from what we're used to, Jim Milosky, Vince Repish. I can say he knows football, and he brings a great enthusiasm to indoor football.
So, you moved. I got to see if you're still in the shot. All right. So, what are the biggest differences between Coach Mo and Ralph Young?
I can't really say. I don't know.
What about how the players react to the coach from what you're used to in the college game?
Well, the AFL players seem to have a little more input than what we're used to at UMD. It's more of a professional level here, besides a college age kid to a professional level, and I think I welcome the change.
So, did you ever expect to be playing this game? And it's not much, but getting a paycheck.
Right. That was kind of a goal of my life, is to get paid for something you like to do. So I love football. I like getting paid. So it's the best of both worlds right here.
So you think you'll be getting any playing time this Friday night?
I hope to get a few plays in, kind of test the waters, as you will. Got a lot of people coming down, so hopefully I'll get a few plays in and see what we can do. Let's go from there.
So now this game's a lot different from the game you grew up playing. What are the biggest differences that you've seen, and what do you expect out of those?
I think the biggest difference is going to be the wall. You got to stop right now. The guys look a lot bigger, a lot faster than what we're used to. There's so many people in this enclosed space that it's like a pinball machine running around out there. We'll give it a shot and see how it goes. Have some fun.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Pastor, so you can do whatever you want.
Okay. Well, first off, you got two more Bulldogs on your team.
We have two more Bulldogs on our team, and probably about 6 new faces coming in this week, and there's more on the way.
So tell me about two guys you're working out here today.
Well, I'm working more than 2. There's probably 3, but the 2 UMD fellows are doing a little extra work today. They worked out with us yesterday in the cities, and they're going to do a little extra today for us. And then tomorrow we're practicing, and they'll be ready to strap it on Friday evening.
So, what about these 2 defensive linemen did you like? Why did you?
Well, they're young men. They're local. They've had a good success story here at UMD. They're all conference, and I think they are better than the kids we had on the team. Let's give them a shot. Let's let them crank it up and have fun, and let the people here in the area see some local talent again.
As far as from what you've seen from them in practice yesterday, what do you like about them? Do they got the good speed that
well,
they need?
they've got fresh legs for one thing. They're not banged up, number 2, and they've got good attitudes. They've got good winning attitudes. They've come from a very solid football program, great tradition. So we're looking forward to having them with us.
Now, I was talking to these guys before, and they're saying the big difference that they're noticing between their coach at the college level, Coach Jim Molosky, and you, is that players seem to have a bit more input. How do you work with your players? I
talk to them like they're men, and we're on an interpersonal relationship that is different. My name is Ralph. It's not Coach Young. I don't have to be called coach, but we're trying to be more on an interpersonal relationship that we can get down to the basic information that's necessary. They can voice their opinion. I can express my opinion, and we come out of it as 2 men in the same direction.
Now, looking ahead to the big game this Friday. I talked to you on Friday night about Peoria. Now that you've had a few more days to look over tape and decide what you're going to do, what are you expecting this Friday night?
Well, I'm expecting the best team in the league to come in here and give us their best performance, and we'll have to have our best performance. Peoria is very well coached. It's very fortunate that I know a lot of their players, but also know the coaches. One of their coaches played for me as a participant years back and is now a very successful coach. So I know how they're coached. That's very important. I know that they're well disciplined. They follow assignments well. We just got to improve some areas from the last time we played them.
What kind of adjustments have you made leading up to this game?
First thing is we have to make adjustments in our special teams. Our special teams beat us versus Peoria. That won't happen this week. We're spending a little bit more time on it, but again, we've got some fresh people, got a little bit more speed on the field this time than we had last time also.
All right, wonderful. Just how you doing, Alex?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
totally drive. Go in the back. In the back of the van, there's one already put together for the payment. Why don't you run on there real quick? Side door. Get this. You see the size we're looking at? XL. By the way, I'm going to. See, in a tilt, you can always got the one backer right in a hole. In a regular conventional 42 look. Well, this way he's only one. He's tilted. He's got to lean a little bit away from the tilt. So we block here. We got to play. So what I like is play the man, get him going up the field, and put that head and shoulder fake on. Head and shoulder, and come with that move. They were littler, they were more athletic. The bigger you get, and the more competitive guys get, as far as professional linemen, they have great tendency to overstep. Their patience level is not sitting down. You got to take advantage of that with a head count. And as soon as he gives you whatever side, you go ahead and take it. But remember, that quarterback is going to be flying all over the place. But what we don't want to do is give him so much of a path that he can step up into that path. So when you get past him, come back. I got Ross's X-rays. Don't worry about working his upper body. Work his legs. Make the son of a buck. Make him kick to the inside. Yeah, make him move that speed. If they can move to work on the inside, come on, give him that. Hey. But you want to slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. The thing you got to remember is you got to change the pace with these guys. Well, he's got one sack.
But if he gets it within his head where he's going to use his speed to work over the offensive lineman, his technique of working here, working back to here, working inside, or inside back to the outside, combinations will get you past this guy versus one set move. If we were going against a quarterback this week that was a 3-stepper and stop, 5-stepper and stop, guess what I'd say? What would I say? Now you got to make one move to get home. This guy is a flower where he gets 9 yards deep. So we got some room to work, and we got to have 2 moves, or you may take 3. The key is you don't want to go all out with it. Don't sell. Just get into his face and just mirror him. And then if you didn't go after him, but if you can just mirror him, that's more of a harassment. See, when I defended him in college, when he was a college quarterback, what we did was we all did push-pulls, got into no man's territory, and just mirrored him like this, just mirrored him. And what University of Illinois. Yeah, we can fluster him. We can fluster him. That's what we want to do, is fluster him. See, the thing about making a quarterback nervous is take him out of his domain. And what is his domain? He's a freelancer. He's a freelancer. Make things happen, but he does it by scrambling. So what we can't get is get caught inside because he's going to flush, and we can't allow ourselves to do what? Bail on him because he's going to actually he's that kind of athlete. He's a 4.5 40 kid. Okay.
reception on page. Yeah. Second down and 7. SSEC is a service name in Duluth and has been in the community for years. Please support them. Thank you. Musicians in order for the soundtrack will receive a Duluth Lumberjack t-shirt. The first 2 people to report to the booth are going to receive the t-shirt. You tell me who these dead artists are. Yeah. Deflected into the defense. We got out and out here, Duluth. I think I heard him yell, "Mommy," at the 1-yard line. Touchdown. Extra point is good. Tackle by number 3. Incomplete pass. Illegal defense on the play.
The defense, still second down. 3-yard penalty.
2nd and 10 on the play.
Time.
Number 21 on the tackle, Miniweather. Fourth down. Let's hear it, Lumberjack fans. 4th. We need to hear you. Obviously, you need teamwork to pull off an event like this. We want to thank 2 of our sponsors that got together for tonight's game. That's Grandma's. Oh, they're shocked. The Lumberjack down in the field. He's got some... Big deal. This opportunity to thank the folks that are down in the field right now, our other big teammate, St. Mary's Duluth Clinic. They provide all the trainers and team positions for us here in Duluth. I know we've also got a very large contingency from their neurosurgery department here tonight. We thank you for all your support. Sell with the miss. Cassell set the kickoff. JoJo Justice deep in the end zone. Incomplete pass to Joe. Robert Pensick. Make sure you stay tuned.
What's that? What are you saying?
Illegal defense.
touchdown on the play. Number 21, Damon Benny.
She said she'll talk to someone about it.
45 seconds left here, fans. Let's move on to the...
Sun takes it out of you.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
I know it. I'm not complaining. Just
No.
I teach Phi-Ed, and my kids are out running the mile right now. So not right now, but the last couple days.
Is that too hot for them?
Not really. There's enough of a breeze where it keeps them pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. I hope I'm not too beat up to go golfing this weekend. I know if I would have had to the last 2 weeks, I wouldn't have been able to.
Well, Monday and Tuesday were so windy.
Yeah, very.
Well, it's pathetic, but it's there. First off, why don't you just tell me how things have, I'm going to get down so it doesn't look so goofy if you're not looking up at me. Tell me how things have been going on the road. Do you guys recognize the deck anymore?
Like I said, we've really been waiting for this day. We knew, looking at the schedule from when we started, that this was going to be a tough deal, being on the road for 2 weeks in a row and having that bye week. And we were hoping that the fans wouldn't forget about us. And we actually, of course, had a goal to be 3-0 coming back here for the next home game.
And the last 2 weeks, unfortunately, as you know, didn't go that well. The games on the road for all the teams in the league have been real tough. You're on the bus 10, 12, up to 15 hours, and it takes its toll on you. That's one of many excuses, like I said, we have, but it does take its toll on you.
Do you think maybe the early bye may have, you know, you guys come off that first win, you guys go on a bye, almost, you know, like right after that. Do you think that may have hurt the momentum a little bit?
I don't think so. I haven't really thought about that, but I think the bye week helped us. We got a lot of work in. I think this week was definitely the best week of practice we've had. Although we only practiced twice, that's a league rule. We had 2 real good practices. Up until now, I think we've been too one-dimensional, and we were able to work out some things. And as you know, with our the scores of the last 2 games, our offense has been pretty poor. And so we were able to work on some things, maybe run the ball more and open up some play action and stuff like that. And hopefully tonight that'll help.
Now you guys going up against a tough team in Lincoln. They're 3-1. They're in a different conference, but what do you know about this team?
I just watched the tape today for the first time. They run the ball a ton. They're very solid on both sides of the ball. They don't make many mistakes, so that's something we're going to have to try to eliminate, is the mistakes that we've made the last 2 weeks. I think we're going to have to try to establish the run a little bit more, and our defense has been playing pretty sound. If they continue to do that, I think we're going to be in a good ball game.
How has JoJo Justice been doing? Is still one of your favorite targets out there?
Yeah, and maybe more so than we really should be going to him. We've got some other talented receivers on the team that can do the job also, and we might be looking more towards them tonight. But he's been doing a good job lately.
Well, now that you guys are back, you haven't seen your fans in almost a month. Obviously, you're hoping they haven't forgotten about you. But as far as to talk to the fans here tonight on the 6 o'clock news, what do you hope to give them tonight here at the deck?
We hope to give them another exciting football game. We hope it's a packed house. We anticipate a good crowd again, and I think if it's another exciting football game, they'll come back next time.
All right, that's wonderful.